Hello everybody, welcome back. We're going to finish this tutorial today, and pretty much we have just a few details, and we're going to export this to Photoshop and get it ready for wallpaper treatment. I was thinking about making a turntable, but I don't think it's going to be as cool as a bust or like a face of an alien or something like that. We can try to do it. I can tell you how to do it. But my memory is, this kind of project is pretty big right now, so I think it's going to drag my memory. So let's see what happens. So, okay. So last time when we were like working on this, we had this, and we had to work in the face. So let's go to the face right now, and we're gonna go first. We're gonna load a tool. We can go to any of these shapes over here, click. I'm gonna make the tool that I want to make is gonna be cylinder, probably, no, cone 3D, yeah. So I just picked this one. It's going to be for the mouth. I'm going to go all the way down, initialize. So I'm going to set it up. There you go, facing up. F, Control, and then I drag up with my mouse and right click. Initialize. Here we can define the initial settings for the cone. So inner radius, inner radius is going to be if you want a hole in the center. Pretty much. Well, that was for this. Let me see. It was for the cylinder. Here, how many polygons you want to be in the less the better for us, because an X size we just want it to be like that, and Y size we're gonna make it almost the same too, like that. If we look at like that, we can make it pretty much like that. There you go. So now that we have this, actually 0.63, that's a good point. Now that we have it, we don't want perspective, we want it just to be like that. And we have to select how we want this to be. So for me, I'm gonna create an insert brush. So I'm gonna hit B, and then I'm gonna go insert mesh, a new one. There you go. So now that we have this one, we're gonna go back to our project that is over here on our right side. I had selected the face only. I'm gonna make a solo, and local, and then I'm gonna start with the mouth here. F. Remember what happened last time when I did a pivot to work for this project. So I don't want to be dragging around everything again, but I'm gonna do it again just to work easy. Pivot, F. There you go. Easier now. And now I'm going to set up a better material to see everything. I might keep white, probably. Yeah, it's going to take around all the details that we have. But it's for the purpose of aligning everything, like in the mouth. So we're going to put the teeth of our creature. So for this, we can go and drag one by one, but we don't want to do that. Control C, Z. So now for that, we're going to go and pick the stroke and curve, and we're going to make it curve mode. So now that we are making it like this, let's make all that. There you go. It was nice and easy, don't you think? Nice and easy. Now we're going down. If you want, and select those ones. Because it is masked, we're going to say group masked. There you go. Now Control Shift. Control Shift. We're going to delete that. So we're going to split the hidden one. There you go. So now we have this in one subtool. And we have the head in another subtool. That's very helpful, and you're going to see that later. So now we're going to do the lower ones. So now we go and make our curve. F. Something will happen at the very end. It was good, but I believe this moved, and we can be moving this around. We can be dragging around the way we want it to be. Probably this way and this way. If you don't like it, you can drag it around till we see it how we like it. There you go. Now that, remember, we have a mask for one, a mask for another one. We can deform that after. Don't worry if it looks like too perfect right now. So we're gonna group, mask. Now we are gonna Control Shift, select, there you go. Split hidden, there you go. So now we have these ones, the upper one and the lower ones. Control Shift and delete. So we deleted that line over there. So now we're gonna start editing that. So we're gonna choose this one. We're gonna choose this one. We're gonna make it all the way to the top, and we're gonna solo F. Okay. So now remember what I did last time. What messed up with my? Let's first merge down these two. Yes, those are the teeth. And we're gonna move the head now. We're gonna make transparency, and we're gonna move it W. It was for the sake of working with our project the right way. And W, and we're gonna. There you go. We're gonna fix that and leave it. There you go. It's good. Now we're gonna click the mouth. And we're gonna go W, go all the way to the top. W. Okay, Control A. We're gonna have to see what's happening over here. Something weird was happening. There you go. Now it is not anymore. There you go. Again, W. Now, how do we want these to be? We have to Q. For me, I'm going to move it around. I'm going to use the brush move. The ones in the lower part seem to be too perfect aligned. F. It was nice and easy, don't you think? Transparency off. Okay, now let's see what's happening. Cube, move, and these are, let's double check what is that. We have, let's make it, there you go, there you go. And remember, the less polygons, the better for your computer when you are handling like files. And let's colorize this. The spider that we did in the back, it's gone, so let's make it back. I don't know what happened. It's a piece of cake anyways, so for that, remember what we did. We went to, let's uniform everything, you know. Now that we have everything like that, let's weld the face. I'm gonna put this, the body all the way up. I'm gonna click this 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna go merge down. Okay. There you go. Now I'm gonna save VENOM. I'm gonna make it VENOM 3, just in case that something bad happened when welding. When welding, everything can happen, you know. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to dynamesh it. It's 1.5 million. So I'm gonna duplicate it. Duplicate. There you go. And this one I'm gonna use the C plugin, Decimation Master, at 20%. Pre-process the current one. So it is working right now. Pre-processing the current tool and making less polygons than the ones that we already have, and fitting all those ones. And once it's done, is reordering, and this is just the pre-process. Okay, now we go back, Decimation Master, decimate the current one. You're gonna see a ghosting. It's because of the one under, but if let's click this one and delete it. Yes, you go on poly and we select the one that we want to see poly. We went all the way down to a way better, more friendly one. The computer is gonna be like thanking you right now. So let's just finish this, the toes. So for this, I'm gonna pretty much like fill the gaps with clay tips. Control C. I'm gonna make a selection, select rectangle, just to be working on these parts. F. Inflate. Basically what we want to be doing here is to get rid of whatever is looking weird, you know. Be making clay tubes probably. Let's see if this, there you go, fix that. We just want to make it look like is the the intensity of like if it's the sole of a shoe or something like that. Control Shift. Let's see how it's looking. We use one to make it look like it's not the fit. Yes. Maybe we can cut it and make it around. So Control Shift, select clip curve, Control Shift. We drag it. There you go. That's a way to do it. Intensity max, and then what we want to do is what this is remembering is the forming over and over. And if we have this let me double check. Let me see if it's in Dynamesh. I believe it is. Hopefully it is. It's making a projection. If it is Dynamesh, we don't have to worry about it because it's going to reanalyze everything and put it back in better polygon arrangement. And I believe it is. Yes, it is on. So we go geometry, Dynamesh. Yes, that's good. That's where we needed it. So now we just use the move tool. Just to arrange it in the way we wanted it. There you go. Now let's go back to this one. We used smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out. Control A. I did a mask. I didn't want to make a mask. Now we can make like some creases, clay tubes. Let's make the clay tubes with intensity of 100. No, probably an 11. And then we smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth that out. Intensity 100, no, probably 24. There you go. And remember, intensity of smoothing 33. I believe it was too light. Remember, I'm doing this as quick as I can, so you don't get bored of me like doing over and over a lot of stuff. And remember, we have Frankenstein right now, so we have to smooth out the head here because we had some. We cut the head, we put it back, we cut it, and then we put it back. Intensity here 100. Yes, we need 100 here because we want to fade out this operation that we did in the head. This neat operation that we did. Now, it's never too much, you know, to put like a perhaps let me fix this. I believe it's looking cool. Looking pretty cool. Sketch gummy material. It's kind of giving me a pretty good perspective. So now that I have that, I'm gonna go Subtool. I'm gonna double check everything. Okay. So now here I'm gonna start doing something. Gonna make a mask with a mask pen, and the mask is gonna be from here. It's gonna be like a UV. There you go. And with this mask, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna make an extraction here. You go under your right side, Subtool, select extract, thickness 0.001, extract. Yes, accept. Why did I do that? Because I didn't want to deform the original one. Control A, I take the mask off. For that, what I'm going to be doing is the fun part. For me, I can make it on the side over here. Now, what I want to do with the snake hook, the focal shift of 89, intensity of 100. It's going to be, remember Venom tentacles and stuff. Control C, Control C, Control C. Remember, it's better to do this stuff with Dynamesh. So I'm going to select with that Subtool selected. I'm going to go and do a Dynamesh resolution 128, and now it says here mask must be clear. Remember what I say, go to masking if you can find the mask clear. Now we go back, geometry, Dynamesh, Control C. I believe it's too little, so probably 512. Let's make it. There you go. I believe that's good. Now let's make it a snake hook. There you go. Now if you watching from the back, you see all these polygons over here? You see now we have to think, and if you see it on the side too, you know. Let's make it bigger now. Now if we drag twice, the mask is gonna redefine those polygons, and now we can go with the smoothing and smooth out those ones that look a little bit too pixelated. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Smooth. There you go. Smoothing out. Smoothing out that. We want to make this look as cool as we can, you know. I'm sorry, I have just a little bit of time, and but I'm having a pretty good time doing this. I bet you too. We even can pass some around the arm. You know, we can do the same if you want. If you want to have. In the arm too. I don't know, probably like this one over here. And right now I'm just trying to do something like this quickly. I could have done something different, like tentacle wise, but I can do it with something else that is going to be with C-sphere, but it's going to take more time. It's going to look like tentacles, like something different, not as organic as this. So now we have all this. Let's go back, subtool, ready to paint now. So let's go back and let's put this one like that, and now let's paint. This is the body. Control A. Let's unmask it. Now I'm going to select the comic lizard. I like this material. Colorize, standard brush, C add off, RGB on, spray. I'm gonna make a blue, and then I'm gonna be like correcting this with more time, but because this kind of material is almost already like dark, it works pretty fine. So this is good, this is good. So I use this blue over here. Now we're going to the back again, and we're gonna make the spider. The spider, remember, this is the second time we do it, so I hope you remember. You go texture, you import it, it's going to be on your images, plus, comma, you click in the center, you zoom it out, zoom it in, you reduce the opacity, just to see where it's going to be located, and once you have it aligned the way you want it, go and paint. And if you paint, press Z, there you go. And then now that you're pressing Z over here, I'm gonna press with the free hand. Double checking, colorize, standard, yeah, okay. There you go, there you go. There you go, sweet, sweet Jesus. Now Shift C, there you go. I believe it came back to life. Do you see? I believe it just, I don't know if I had something else selected. But I believe I was painting the front too at the same time, but let's double check that. Let's double check and make sure that we fix it. Now for that, and Control Shift, I'm going to this left side, select lasso. Gonna make this smaller. Control Shift. I don't think that has nothing to do, but how is going to be the result, but I believe you. There you go. Let's do it again. Control Shift. Shift C for spotlight. Z again to bring in the dial. And before we do this, Shift Z, take it off. Let's pick a C, a color from here. Let's paint this black. Let's paint this black. Make sure that it's black. There you go. It is black. Well, actually, it should be like bluish. Let's pick it. We pick the color, remember? From, we just press C of color. And then it's going to pick whatever we have picked. If I press C here, white, see on your left side. If I pick here, red. If I pick this one, it's going to be the blue that I just put. Okay. Now Shift C again. Let's move it again. Let's bring it. And Z to move it around. Put it the way we want it. Rotate it, perhaps. Now paint and Z, and let's start painting. Okay, Shift C. And now see this red, I believe that was kind of a mistake by the computer. So I'm gonna press C, gonna paint over. There you go. F, Control Shift, outside. Now I'm gonna paint these parts. I don't like this to be like this. This doesn't look quite like Venom. So just painting this. Maybe the spider was like hover crawling over there. It was part of me drawing in the back, you know. So and remember, you can spend as much time as you want in your Venom, in your model, you know. This is just for tutorial purposes. So F. Now let's make something here over here. Let's make this look like this. This look like this. Just fixing this. I didn't like that, so it's okay. Whatever. Well, I want mine to be like that, so now I just turn the tentacles on. There you go. There you go. This is the one. Everything seems to be right. Everything seems to be right. Now we turn the perspective on. Perspective. Now, here comes a pretty cool part. Let's put this. You can pose it the way you want it, whatever the features you want to show. Okay, I'm gonna do a BPR. You're gonna notice that it's gonna be kind of dark, but that doesn't matter. That's why we have Photoshop. Once you have the shot you want, I'm gonna show you the process for the work after here. So we open Photoshop. I just render it, and then you go on the render. Then you go under render. It's gonna be under render pass, the different passes that it did, shade it. So I have a few ones already here, but I'm gonna do a new one. My documents, probably music. I'm gonna make a new folder. I'm gonna make a Venom. I'm gonna save here the render passes. This is the first one. This is depth. This is the shadow. Another render pass that we need is the mask. Now, don't move the model. Now, what I recommend to you is like, now do another one with the different, something more shiny probably. So you can bring some different, I do outline, I render, and then I go to the render, and then for the outline, I just save it. Because this has the same name, it's going to be outline. Okay, the other passes are the same, pretty much. Depth, the shadow. Let's see this shadow 2. Save. Now let's make another material, one that is gonna catch the reflections, perhaps. It's too glossy. That one looks pretty interesting, that one doesn't. Remember, you are gonna, with the time, you're gonna know the ones that you like the most, and depending of depending on okay, I just pick the normal RGB gradient, render it, then I shade it. I'm just gonna RGB, save it. Okay, that's enough for me right now. And then I'm gonna go to my Photoshop. For that, I'm gonna go over here and remember where we saved on music, and then it was VENOM. Under VENOM, the first one was render. Look how dark it is. We're gonna fix that in a minute. Then RGB, let's put RGB. Control A, Control C. We duplicate that. Control J. Now we make a new layer with this one over here. Then Control V. Now we set this to the right blending mode. Soft lights. Remember, all these we're gonna be like fixing this in a little bit. Saturation, looks pretty neat. Well, in the meantime, we're gonna put it under. We're gonna bring it back in a minute. Mask. For the mask, Control A, Control C. We go back to the first one. New layer, Control V. We select this, Control C. We select this white, and the mask is gonna help us for bringing back a different background, you know. So, for example, if we select the mask, Control V, we select the blackness. We go like first we select the white one. So Control C, select under the layer. Now we go Control Shift I. We're gonna have the background only. And if we have the background, Control J, we can put a different gradient. For example, blending options, gradient, reverse, and probably like that. And then we can put a color overlay. Perhaps we're gonna put it under whatever looks better, the blending mode that we like the most. Soft light is winning. I'm scrolling with my linear burn. It's good too. I believe linear burn is gonna be the one for me. Okay, there you go. We go back to gradient, opacity, the opacity, how we want it to be. Scale. Okay, so we are gonna rename this one to background BG. There you go. Now if we send this one all the way down, here we have the background. Now for this one, we can fix it with levels, image, adjustment, levels. We're gonna bring it, there you go. We're gonna bring that. There you go, looking good. Okay, now we bring this one on top, the RGB. We're gonna see the different overlay. I like overlay. Turn it off. With overlay, we have a way different approach, and then opacity. We're gonna turn it a little bit up. There you go. Now we're gonna go get the other pass to the folder, render, shadow. We need shadows. Let's get the first shadow. Control A, Control C. We go to render. We're gonna put a new layer over here, Control V. Now let's see, shadows. The light is pretty cool right now. Overlay. Okay, let's turn it off and on. And then opacity. Like 37%. And now after shadows, let's see the outline. This is one pretty cool one. Control A, Control C. Now we make a new layer, Control V. Now I'm scrolling with the arrows, darken color. This is pretty cool for sticker, kind of sticker if you want it. Color dodge. Subtract. Probably normal. Let's see with opacity. Turning the opacity a little bit. No, that doesn't work for me. Let's take another one. Let's take lightning. No. Color dodge. Color dodge. Color dodge. There you go. Let's turn it off and on and see what's the difference. There you go. Now we have render, mask, shadow, the second shadow. Control A, Control C. We go all the way to the first one again. Control V. I don't know, but the bite is catching my eye a lot. Multiply. Okay, multiply. And remember, let's see, different. There you go. Remember, this is a very quick approach that I did. If you see this one over here, I don't like this one. I should have made the tentacle go away. This one over here. But it's okay. It's okay. In the meantime, I should have moved it like this probably. There you go. That makes more pleasant to the eye than this and this over here. Maybe here I should have moved this one over here, the tentacle all the way, like go like this, like an S. But it's good, you know, right now. So now that we have that, we have our wallpaper right now. For this, I can use go and layer. We're gonna flat the image, Control J. So that's our wallpaper. Image adjustment levels again. Let's try to see. Let's make it a little bit darker, probably. Our reds. Or greens. And our blues. So that's our final. You can put any other add-ons, you know, forever. You can put the city in the background. You can do whatever you want. And I hope you like this one. And now you know how to make your wallpaper. And thank you for watching. And please stay tuned.